Shalom, shalom. I'm your brother Kaya out of GMS Camp out here in Phoenix, Arizona. This is the push the button. Just push the button. Now you see, now I'm not talking about the woman. I can't get rid of the ad for some reason. These days they got all these ads popping up where you can't even read what you want to read and whatnot without an ad popping up or whatever. But that's not what we're talking about. So we're gonna get straight to the point. As you see, right? Silicon Valley wants to put a chip in your brain. Now, how is it that these other Israelite groups are not seeing the motb, the mark of the beast, but everybody else is seeing it? Everybody else is seeing it. And of course, the men of GMS have been prophesying this for a very long time about what was about to come. The elders was prophesying this back in what? Way back. Can't remember even when they started because I wasn't in this truth when the elders were pushing this out, and everybody called them what? Crazy. They called them, said it was a conspiracy theory. Everything that the elders had said, the elders of GMS, Great Millstone, had told everybody that this was coming. So my question is, where's the scoffers? And it's where the scoffers now when all this is in your face. What happened to the song? It's June. There is no microchip. Anyway, the first and foremost is I want to give his all praise, glory, and honor is to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Bashem, Rahachadash. And it's like about that. I want to say Shalom to the 144,000. I want to say Shalom to the speckled bird. I want to say Shalom to the Akwath and to the Akim that are listening. We had been telling you what was coming, and it's in your face. They're coming with the digital ID, these brain chips, the motb. Matter of fact, Silicon Valley is preparing preparing us for the coming mark of the beast. In the motb, the mark of the beast, Revelation 13, verse 16 and 17. As we've been telling you, Israelites, you bet not take this. The scriptures tell you what's going to happen if you take this and you side with the system, you side with this devil. What's going to happen to you? Now, of course, one of the brothers in the camp here in GMS, my brother Tazar, had put this up in our chat. So I'm going to go ahead and use it too to show everybody. Well, show the house of Israel. Now, you see for yourself. And this is something that's being talked about a whole lot. It's all on social media and everything else. Silicon Valley wants to put a chip in your brain. According to a report from political magazines, I need to get my glasses. Silicon Valley leaders are openly forecasting a future in which computer chips implanted in human brains become commonplace, like y'all. I don't know what I'm just gonna keep. I don't know where I put my glasses. Framing it as an inevitable step for humanity survival in an age of advanced artificial intelligence. So there you go. And that goes right back to what? That goes right back to Elon Musk, when Elon Musk was talking about the Neuralink, putting brain chips in people, interfacing AI and chips into people. Now, some people may sit there and say, oh, man, that's cool. I'll be able to do this. I'll be able to do that. No, you ain't doing none of that shit. You don't understand what this really means. This is a form of control. While everybody else may sit here and think, man, you know what? Augmentation, oh, that'll be cool. I'll be able to download this and read this fast and know this and know that. That's how they're going to sell it to you. The truth of the matter is it's a control thing. Now, you got to think, you got people already out here that got demons on them. They're going to be extra demons. When you start hearing them voices, people getting these chips in their brains and whatnot, and then you got somebody typing some shit up somewhere, and then you start acting out on it. They start sending them signals from the 6G towers, and people start glitching up. Y'all ain't seen the whole situation about what they're about to do. They want total control. What do you think when they say New World Order? They know it's gonna be people that's gonna be be like a resistance and whatnot. But when they talk about New World Order, what do you think they really talking about? subjugation, utopia. If I'm saying that, am I saying that word right? Utopia, or no? Is it dystopian? Dystopian? Yeah, dystopian. Utopia is when it's good, I believe. Dystopian is when it's wicked and evil and all kind of crazy stuff going on. But see, we have warned y'all about this. Let me see. Speaking at TED, speaking at TED, what was that TED Talk thing? Yeah, speaking at TED at 2026 in Vancouver last month, Dr. Scott Phoenix, venture capitalist and former founder of AI company, Versus told the audience that Salakia, resistance to neural integration would eventually fade. Someone you work with will get it first, and you will hold out for a while the way you did with the smartphone. See? So they're letting you know, yeah, there's gonna be people that's gonna get this, and you're gonna see them, and you're gonna be like, wow, look at what they're able to do. Oh, like they'll be sitting there or something, and they be at work, and they say you get to work with a computer, do emails and whatever, and the person's just sitting there like, hey, man, you gonna do your work today? Oh, it's already done. You see him over there blinking and all kind of, look, his eyes are jumping around, he over there blinking and shit. Next thing you know, he get up and he's like, well, time for me to go. What do you mean it's time for you to go, Mark? Oh, I already did all my work. All my computer work's done. How'd you do? Oh, yeah, man, I got that Neuralink, dude. I got that brain chip. See? When you think about this for a minute. The scriptures talk about, in the book of Revelation, let me go there real quick. Revelation, the 13th chapter. Bear with me, Israel. I got the paper Bible. Because if I take it off of this, I might not be able to get it back. This is Revelations, bear with me, the 13th chapter. Man, I should get my glass on. I don't know what I did. Because I can't see. Revelations, hold on, y'all. Can't read, can't see. Onyx, you're okay in that box. Let me see. Bear with me, Israel. Salakia. All right. This is Revelations, Revelations, the 13th chapter, right? And we're going to read verse 14. And it says, this is Revelation 13 and 14. And deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles. That's what everybody is going to be looking towards. A miracle. Oh my God. Look at what this person's able to do. This person's able to go to college and finish college in 3 months, in 2 months. This person's able to download this in their brain and this, that, almost like the Matrix. They're going to sell it as a miracle. You okay in there? They're going to sell it as a miracle. The first thing you hear in the scripture is what? Revelation 13 and 14. Let's go back to it. And deceiveth them that, hold on. No, we're not doing all that. Hold on, y'all. Salakia. Here, come on. This was a bad idea. It was a bad idea. I ain't messing around getting another cat. Thought Kirby needed a friend. Bear with me, Israel. And that's Salakia, y'all. Really, forgive me. She was asleep. So, okay. Let's going back to it, right? So, man, I forgot what I was saying, y'all. Anyway, deceiveth, right? That's what we're gonna go back to that. And Salak, if I'm going, we should put over my words or whatever, but whatever. Let's get to it. So, deceiveth, right? Revelations 13 and 14, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles. And see, and that's the thing. That's how they're going to sell it. Miracles. Because see, when they put a Neuralink in people, you're gonna have people that are paraplegics. You're gonna have people that are blind. You're gonna have people with different situations. What do you call it? Yeah, like I said, paraplegics and different people like that, and they're gonna be able to walk and able to move and be able to see and be able to do this and do that. The trial run was when they started taking paraplegics and cutting into their brain and putting chips in them to see what happens to them, to see if they even are capable to do it. And Elon Musk has done it, And I'm quite sure people in somewhere in China or Japan has already been doing stuff like this. But they're going to sell it once again as a miracle. As this one just said, you know, you're going to see people at your job, and then other people are basically going to jump on board. You've seen people with the new iPhone. Next, you know, you're looking at the iPhone, and then what happens? Oh, man, that's bad. Oh, and they're looking at you, looking, oh, look, I could do this. It could do that. It could do this. It could do that. It made my life easier. Going back to what the man was saying here, someone you work with will get it first, and you'll hold out for a while, the way you did with the smartphone. So in other words, they're telling people, yeah, you're going to be able to see what people are going to be able to do. And then you're going to get it because you're going to be tricked into it. You're going to be lied to. You're going to be duped into it. Because, see, we live in a world where everybody wants it right now. We live in a world where, you know, everybody wants to be, special to say, you know, but they don't see the cost, what it's going to cost them. When you think people killing people now, when the elite get a hold of the brain and the body, there was a dream. You know, I still remember. It wasn't my dream. It was a dream. I don't remember who it was, but I think it was a little boy that had a dream a while back. You know, a couple of years back, and I remember the brothers talking about this. And it was I think it was a video up on it. There was a little boy, and he says that he was sitting in the car, and wherever they were going, he said he could see out the window. He could see the two people in the front seat. And he said he looked to the left or the right. There was a baby there. And the baby was just screaming and screaming and screaming. And he looked at the parents of the baby. They were acting as if they couldn't even hear the child. And he's looking at the baby, looking at them. And basically the story goes, at the end of the day, they were augmented. They had brain chips. They were being controlled. See, that's what people are not seeing. That's what the social media ain't telling people. You know, we tell you Israelites out there, don't do this. Do not take this motb. Do not take this RFID microchip. Number one, Yahweh Shemiah Shai gonna get you if you do. Which we already know 2/3 of Israel is going to take it. We already know that. But we still warn not to. We've been talking about, we talk about this all the time because this is prophecy. This is end time prophecy. This is, everything we talk about is important. Deadly important. Because Yahweh Shemiah Shai is not playing. And we've told you that this was coming. I was just looking at, I'm not going to read all of this, but I'm just saying. So, matter of fact, this is going to be quick because I have to get ready for work. And Salakia, if I was all over the place, Salakia for the cat situation and whatnot. Like, as soon as I hit the button and I'm at home, you know, chaos begins to happen with animals sometime. But let's see. Since we're in Revelation, let's go ahead and get all of it. This is Revelation, the 13th chapter, right? And then we're going to get we'll start at verse 14 again. And deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth, that they should make an image to the beast which had the wound by the sword and did live. Right? And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the mark of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed, should be offed. Oh, you don't want to come up under the system? You don't want to come up under by all means, kill them. And that's what's going to happen too. The scriptures talk about, you know, some of the elect men will be beheaded for the witness. That'll be beheaded in the book of Revelation. Was that 2 and 10? And then the scriptures go on and say that they basically they had no marks on their hands or their forehead. They stood stiffly for Yahweh Shemiah Shai. Yeah. That means that when this comes, that some brothers are going to have to face the guillotine. We know this. A lot of us are going to probably be thrown in concentration camps. We know this too. But at the end of the day, nah, ain't gonna take this. We know what it is. My goodness, women. The brother just did a video, brother from KC. It's a lovely brother. Woman stabbed a toddler. Tell you, man, world, hey, the world's going down to Babylon, going down the tubes, going down the toilet. People losing it out here. But nevertheless, right? Let's keep going. Verse 16. This is Revelation 13 and 16, right? And it says what? Because remember, Bishop Nathaniel said it ain't gonna be no chip. Right? The last video I had did, what was it? And he was saying, everybody's telling you it's a chip and this and that, but it's Christianity. No, it ain't. How is this Christianity? It's right in your face. How is it Christianity? How do you buy and sell with Christianity? You don't. How do you buy with an embargo? You don't. How is it sleeping with white women? It's not. It's right in your face. Silicon Valley is preparing us for the coming mark of the beast. How is it that this is right in everybody's face? Yahweh Bashim Shah making it plain on table is exactly what it is. But you got other Israelites talking about, nah, that ain't it. Gotta make you wonder. Gotta make you wonder. But the men of GMS been telling you all along what it is. Way before the world started showing you. Way before these devils start putting it out there. And they're calling it the mark of the beast. So you're told, you're warned. Plain upon tables. You are warned, house of Israel. And we told you, don't take it. But we already know a lot of you ain't gonna listen. Just like it said, once Jake starts seeing the glamorous of it, once Jake starts seeing the superstars getting it, once Jake starts seeing the athletes have it, once Jake starts seeing all that, because Jake like, the shiny and the do this and do that. Like the paragraph said, it's gonna be like the new iPhone. You're gonna say no for a while, and then you're gonna give in. So you're going to be tricked by the miracles. Because the scriptures say, deceiveth and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles. We all should know what the word deceiveth, to be tricked, to be lied to. But how are you lied to when we tell you the 100% truth, what it is? And been telling you. Let's go a little further, right? Verse 16. Revelation 13 and 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. And another thing, what else is coming? That digital ID. So from the digital ID, eventually from the digital ID, it'll be like China, what's about to come. And then they're going to be like, okay, digital ID, you know what? MOTB. It's time to go in their right hand. Brain chips, the MOTB, the RFID microchip, about the size of a grain of rice that they're going to want to put into you in your right hand or your left hand. Because some people want to be out here and be cute. Or what if they put it in your butt cheek? So you're going to be pulling down your pants every time you buy something. That's what we tell Jake, stop being simple. This ain't no laughing matter. We've been telling you, this is a warning on top of a freaking warning. That's why we tell you to repent. That's why we tell you to get right. Return back to Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai. But we know a lot of you are not going to do it. And a lot of you are going to run to this. And we're talking to the house of Israel. I don't give a crap what a heathen do and what an Edomite do. We're telling you. Really, we don't really care what a 2/3 do of our own people, because we know you're not listening. But we still warn, as we're told to warn. Let's go back to verse 16. Revelation 13:16, right? And he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. As you see the picture there, in his head. And then he's able to do Neuralink, Google, Meta, all that. See? And I'm going right back to the digital ID. That's what's about to be pushed real soon. I'm assuming that's exactly most likely why Trump went to China to talk to them, amongst probably other things. And it seemed like that China, the Moab, was not happy with Trump the way he looked. Like he had some words. Most likely it was over Taiwan or something, but nevertheless, at the end of the day, if y'all ever look up what's going, their social crediting in China, how it's ran, that's what they want here in Babylon, aka America. Subjugation. We know everything that you doing, because now they're talking about, what is it that Trump was talking about? What was it? They're going into the digital ID, that they want to see everything. They want to be able. You have to use your ID, and it has to go, onto the computer and all that. So anytime you want to look up anything on the up on the computer, they got to give you okay, or they can see what you doing. See what kind of person you are. See what you read and see what you into. Then they can put you in a category. Yeah. But see, we of Great Millstone's been warning the house of Israel that this was coming, and we also been telling you not to take it, and we also tell you what happens if you do take it. You got to deal with Yahweh Shemiah Shah. Personally, you got to deal with him. Yeah, either you gonna be nuke food, or he gonna zap your behind with one of them chariots. But before then, the plagues come. Those that take these brain chips, those that take that RFID microchip, the size of a grain of rice, when it talks about in the book of Revelation too, what's gonna happen, that grievous sore, there's gonna be a grievous sore in that brain too. But let's go back over this one more time. It's Salakia, y'all. Revelation 13 and verse 16, right? It's back to the scriptures. And he causes all. Who? Pharaoh causes all. Trump. The president. Whoever the president, that when it's hit, if it's Trump or the dude after him. What will he do? And he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, right? And that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So now do you see where this is going? So once they interfaces, once they put this out, once all this stuff blows up to say, and it's out there, remember we told you before, there'll be nothing that folds, nothing that jingles. Because pretty soon the dollar's going to completely tank and it's going to crash. And that's what they're doing. That's what they're doing right now. They're crashing the dollar. That's another thing that's going on. So they can bring this in. You want to bring this this RFID microchip in. They want to bring in social crediting. They want to bring in what is that? Digital currency. That's complete control. You don't do what the government says. Guess what? You looking at something. You doing something else. Shut them off. Let them starve. New world order. This is what this devil is after, because he wants to, if I'm using the right word, subjugate everybody. And we've warned you of this. You take this, you're siding with, you're basically saying Esau, Edom, the Edomites are your God, is your God. And I'm talking to you Israelites. This is when whoever takes this, which is the 2/3 of it, which we know you're going to do, you're basically saying that Esau, Edom, is your God. You made a man's arm your strength. You didn't turn to Yahweh Bashim al-Shai. And see, this is another warning. Matter of fact, hold on, let me see something. Oh yeah, this is Revelation 16 and verse 2, right? And when I was thinking about the grievous sword, and this is going to be in people's brains, people's hands. It's going to be real bad. Revelation 16. So we're going to tell you before it happens. As we always do through Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, we tell you before it happens. So there's a warning. So when people do this, oh Lord, oh God, when the shit backfire, and these things what I'm about to read start happening, this when everybody gonna get the, oh Lord, oh my God, this hurts. I want to dig it out. Oh yeah, for all of you that take it and think, oh, I'm gonna get all my groceries and get this and get that, and I'm gonna pick it out. Because we know you got a lot of people that think that way too. Don't matter. Even if you get it out of you, guess what? Yahweh Shai seeing you get it. Even if somehow, some way you was able to pull it out of your behind, out of your hand. Yahweh Bashmi Shai seen you already. He's seen you take it. You're done for. And that's the craziest thing of all. That a person think they can outsmart Yahweh Bashmi Yahweh Shai when Yahweh Bashmi Shai sees everything, even knows your thoughts, sees everything you do, and you think you're gonna outsmart him. Shows how foolish man can be. This is Revelation 16, and we're going to get verse 2. And it says, and the first went and poured out his vial upon the earth, and there fell a noisome and grievous sore upon the men or women or children, upon the men which had the mark of the beast. What does it say? Silicon Valley is preparing us for the coming mark of the beast. If you take the mark of the beast playing upon tables, what's going to happen to you? Revelation 16 and 2, again from the top. And the first went and poured out his vial upon the earth, and there fell a noisome and grievous sore upon the men which had the mark of the beast, and upon them which worshipped his image. That grievous sore. Cancer, and it's going to be pus, and it's going to be oozing. It's going to be extremely painful. Oh, it's going to be bad. You're going to be rotting from this. Because I believe it uses lithium. And lithium's not made to go into a human body. And one of the things what we was reading, I used to read, and I got it from the brother in Australia. I can't think of his name. The brother in Australia went into it, and it said it went into. He found it. It was in a blue letter, and it goes into. It was talking about the angels popping the RFID microchip, the lithium in it, and when it oozed out, causes this grievous sore. Matter of fact, so what is? Let's get what else is gonna happen. Let me see. Bear with me. Revelation. Let's see what else is gonna happen for those that side and do this and take this. What else is gonna happen? Yahweh Shemi Shai? Let me tell them. Let's tell them before it happened. Matter of fact, what's gonna happen to them? So we gonna get the grievous sore. Revelations 19 and 20, and the beast was taken, and with him the false prophet, because the false prophets are gonna be those that say oh, it's not this and it's not that. When the true prophets tell you exactly what it is. But them false prophets that lie to their congregations, that's the Christianity, that's those that signed the 501c3, those in the these different Israelite camps out here that are lying about this. They ain't telling their congregation, and their congregation march they lily behind down there and get jabbed up. And when this shit starts happening to them, Revelation 16 and 2, amongst other things that start happening, there's going to be a lot of blood on somebody's hands. But we warned you. The men of GMS have warned the house of Israel about this and told you, don't take it. This is Revelation. So what's going to happen to him? Revelation 19 and verse 20. And it says, and the beast was taken, and with him the false prophets that wrought miracles before him, with which he deceived them that had received the mark of the beast, and them that worshipped his image. These both were cast alive into a lake of fire burning with brimstone. What is that? That is the nukes. Your nuke food, as we call it. You're gonna burn up. You're gonna be a bunch of Sarah Connors on the fence being ripped apart. I believe that's in what is that Zechariah? Is that Zechariah the 12th verse? You're talking about your eyes shall roll behind the head and your tongue shall roll up. Roughly paraphrasing, it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be real bad. And we use movies. And we tell you what Sarah Connor, everybody seen Terminator. If you ain't seen it, I don't know where you been, but you should maybe want to watch Terminator 1. I believe that's not Judgment Day, or it might be called Judgment Day. I don't remember what it's called, but it's Terminator 1. And when she sees the nukes when they explode and she's hanging onto the fence and her skin is being peeled off while she's screaming, that's going to be a lot of people, man, here in Babylon when them nukes come. When World War III sparked all the way off, Yahweh Shai gonna leave your behind right there. And y'all have forgotten. We always tell you, Yahweh Shai has the power to slow down time. Make you feel all of it. All that pain. Because many people think, oh, well, I'm just gonna be evaporated, so, it don't really matter. I'm an Israelite, so I'll be reborn in the kingdom. Yeah, you're going to be reborn in the kingdom, but you got to understand what you about to go through. Y'all take this as a laugh. 2/3 take this as a laughing matter. They take it as a laughing matter. They take it as if they can outsmart Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. They're going to find out real soon all you doing is hurting yourself. But at the end of the day, hey, man, at the end of the day, y'all gonna get it anyway because, see, Yahweh Bahashim Shai is pissed the F off at 2/3 because he remembers y'all. He remembers what you said in your past lives. What did you tell? What did you say? Crucify him, crucify him. Give us Barabbas. You think Yahweh Shai forgot? That's who 2/3 is. So when you go back in the scriptures and you understand when Yahweh Shai was standing there with Pontius Pilate, and you have the Israel talking about crucify him, let his blood be upon us and our children. What do you think's about to happen to you? Another one, what did Yahushua say? Don't cry for me, cry for you, your women and your children. For what's going to happen to you? See, this is the day when everybody starts screaming and crying. This is the time when everybody going to start screaming and crying and begging. And Yahushua says, I don't hear you. You chose Esau. And I'm going to eradicate you. But first, you're going to feel it. And we keep telling you, the mark of the beast is coming. As a matter of fact, it's already here. They're just looking for the right crisis so they can roll it on out. While other camps are talking about, there ain't no microchip. It's June. All those that are telling you that it's a microchip and it show Christianity and all this other nonsense was right in your face. Need to ask the purple and gold. Well, then what's this? If it's sleeping with white women, if it's an embargo, what's this then? There's articles out there telling you, right in your face. Silicon Valley is preparing us for the coming mark of the beast. Boy, look at that. Silicon Valley wants to put a chip in your brain. What they going to say, well, that's not the mark of the beast, that's in your brain. It's going to go further than your brain. When they go to the digital ID and all that, where you think they're going to put all that with the social crediting, with the, what do you call that? The credits, to say? Because there ain't going to be no more money. Yeah. I'm just looking at it. Yet the implantable brain-computer interface technology remains in early stages, with current applications largely medical. Neuralink first human patient Nolan, I don't know how to say his last name, who is paralyzed. Who is paralyzed can now control a computer with his thoughts, and the company continues human trials. That's what I was talking about. They had that man that they had him hooked up to all these wires, and he was a paraplegic in his wheelchair, and he was able to control a computer. See, these devils want to keep. They're gonna keep going until that man's able to get out that chair. Once they get to that stage, which as soon as they do, oh boy, they're gonna have people lining up like they said to buy the iPhone. Now when you go back to Revelation, what does it say? Let's go back to Revelation one more time. Let's let it simmer. Let's let it sink in. Revelation 13 and 14. Because see, once they get it to that point, once they get to the point where that man climb out that dang wheelchair and he's able to move around and walk and do this and that, once they do that, they deceiveth by the means of those miracles. Because see, that's when everybody gonna look at it like, oh my God, it's a miracle. If God allowed this to happen, it must be right. No, it's not. Why do you think the scripture says, Revelations 13 and 14, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth? The first thing you see is before and is deceiveth. When you deceive somebody, you lie to them, you trick them. You have them believing something that's not true. Or you have an arterial motive. And what is theirs? New world order. Subjugation. Think about it. Yeah, that person may be able to walk and do this and that. Now, when he don't do what they want him to do, shut it off. He dropped like a goddamn, what do you call that? What's that called? The puppet. When you cut the strings, it just hits the ground. That's how he gonna just blah blah. But at the end of the day, we warned you of this. Been telling you and telling you and telling you. And now it's in your face. And we keep telling you, it's not an embargo. It's not sleeping with white women. It's not Christianity. It is what it is. The mark of the beast is what? The RFID microchip. And this bullshit here. Putting shit in your brain. It is what it is. And we tell you what's going to happen to those that take it. Well, you know, this wasn't meant to be very long, so I'm sorry if I was all over the place, but hopefully you was edified. I'm going to give all praise, glory, and honors to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Hakodash, and Shalom until the next time.